A lot of mental health awareness media focuses on raising awareness of caring for your mental health or finding a diagnosis. But what about after you find out you suffer from a mental illness? Finding resources that can help you understand what you're dealing with can be extremely informative and validating. Informational Texts. These books are informational guidebooks that seek to explain different diagnoses and offer tangible advice and skills that you can use in your daily life. Why has nobody told me this before? Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before is a user-friendly guidebook for how to manage different common stressors that affect our mental health, like self-doubt, fear, stress, grief, and the like. It's a great place to start in examining your mental health and how to address those lingering thoughts. Traumatized. Identify, understand, and cope with PTSD and emotional stress. Traumatized is a modern, user-friendly introduction to trauma and how to address your own symptoms. Katie Morton also discusses how to do this in a world where we are constantly bombarded with various social media and growingly intense headlines and world events. Fast Minds. Fast Minds is an approachable and pragmatic guide that offers some strategies which will be helpful for folks with ADD, ADHD, and executive dysfunction. This is the kind of book with lots of different strategies and techniques that you can pick and choose based on what works best for you. Even if you just struggle with focus or attention and haven't been officially diagnosed with ADD or ADHD, you can still find some helpful techniques in here. You don't need a diagnosis to follow what's in this book. Memoirs. Reading memoirs from authors who share your diagnosis can be a validating experience. It can open your eyes to past experiences and recontextualize your story. On Edge, a journey through anxiety. Part memoir, part informational text, On Edge uses the author's personal experience with anxiety as a jumping-off point to share in-depth information on the various anxiety disorders. She takes time to talk about the various methods of treatment she's explored, as well as the ways that environment and family history can play in these illnesses. What My Bones Know. A unique memoir of Stephanie Fu's journey to find relief in her own complex PTSD. Through her own personal journey of unpacking her trauma, we learn about the science behind CPTSD and the various methods available to us and what we still have more to learn. Uncomfortable Labels. Laura Kate Dale's memoir about growing up as a gay, transgender woman on the autism spectrum is a candid look at growing up with undiagnosed autism. Her unique viewpoint allows us to study the ways that women and LGBTQ folks tend to fly under the radar when it comes to mainstream understandings of autism. Digital resources. Great courses. Canopy, a new streaming service offered by the library, features many different films and documentaries, and also many videos offered by the Great Courses. Here are a few on mental health. Neither of these can be a replacement for medical or mental health, but they can offer supplemental support to help you understand the relationship between mind and body. Stress and Your Body. Robert Sapolsky leads this course on stress and how it affects the body in his usual witty and funny narrative style. He makes the nuances of neuroscience easier to understand. The lectures are each 30 minutes and cover different topics like common stressors and how they affect our behavior. Cognitive Behavioral Foundations. Cognitive behavioral therapy is one of the most common practices used by mental health practitioners around the world. This course, led by Dr. Jason Satterfield, goes through a lot of these techniques that you can find used in CBT, as well as a comprehensive history of the practice itself. Like I said, none of these resources can act as a replacement for seeking professional help, but rather, these resources act as supplements to help you enrich your understanding of your unique experience as an individual, I hope that these were helpful and you're able to check out all of these books from your local Gwinnett County Public Library branch. Thank you.